Let's join AMF's Jock Kai at the Nottingham Bowl for last year's British Open Championships. The ladies finalists are assembled, 3 Brits and 2 Finns. The ladies are joined by the men, 1 each from Holland, Australia and England, and 2 from Finland, including the charismatic Finnish star Teemu Raatikainen. But first, this is Lassi Lintele on 8 in a row. And that's 9 strikes in a row against Lolalis of England. Lassi seems quite unmoved about the whole thing. Let's see if he can make it 10. Smooth push away and a good follow through. Yes, 10 strikes in a row. 2 more strikes is all he needs for the first perfect game to be rowed in the British Open Championships. The concentration is intense. All he needs to do is repeat his last shot to make it 11 in a row. Once again, the style looks good. Yes, there it is. 11 strikes, almost there now. The whole centre has stopped bowling and are crowding around his lanes. The Finns are getting quite vocal in their support. Let's watch Lassi as he prepares for his 12th and final ball. Here we go. Can he do it? It looks good so far. Good extension of the arm there. Yes, it's there. A perfect 300 game. We now move on to take a look at the first match in the stepladder final. This is one of Holland's rising stars, Johnny Fransen, converting an easy spare there. Next we see the man who has travelled furthest, Tom Curry from Australia. Let's watch this style. Slightly off balance when he finishes, but he certainly came through the ball well and with devastating effect on the pins. Tom won that tussle against Johnny and now faces Britain's last competitor, Graham Bottin from Crawley. Graham already has the consolation of knowing he will be on the plane to Mexico to represent Britain in the AMF World Cup. Tommy's still going well. That's a good strike against Graham. Let's see if Graham can counter this one. He's certainly taken his time, not being hurried at all as he takes this crucial ball. He really needs a strike to stay in the match. It's going high. Oh, and it's the dreaded 7-10 split, the bedpost. And I think that's the end of it, really. Graham's on his way to Mexico and is finished as the highest British player in these 1988 British Open Championships. Lassi is still on a high after his 300 game earlier today. Let's watch this style. Little hop when he finishes, but the ball was superbly placed in the pocket for a good strike. Tommy's still going well. Stroking the ball well, but this one looks a little short, leaves the 8-pin. Tommy's struggling at this stage and has dropped behind in the match. He really needs to get a move on if he's going to catch Lassi, and that ball's light as well, leaves another pin. Now, with this shot, Lassi could actually shut out Tom to progress to the next stage of the tournament. A strike is all he needs. And it's there, so Lassi moves on to meet his fellow player Teemu Raatikainen in the final. Now this is our first look at Teemu in action. A very smooth, uncomplicated style which leads to his tremendous consistency. That ball dived a little bit at the end and left a tricky little 3-10 split. Lassi needs to cash in here to put Teemu under some pressure, but he puts the ball high, leaves a 6-10. Into frame 9. The match is still extremely close, with Teemu having a slight advantage. Concentrating extremely hard. Both players are now feeling the pressure. And there we are, the 4-6. A nasty split there for Teemu. Teemu's playing safe here, just picking off the 6-pin. Now, can Lassi cash in on that mistake by Teemu? The crowd are glued to their seats, watching every ball. It's looking good, but slightly light, a rocky Tenpin there. Teemu isn't watching. His concentration is so intense, he's just preparing for his next shot. A very steady spare there from Lassi, well appreciated by this large crowd. Teemu in the 10th, mentally prepared for the big finish. Beautiful strike there, perfect delivery, perfect result. All Lassi can do is sit and wait. He knows if Teemu gets another strike, the match is over. And it's there. Beautiful ball from Teemu. The Lion roared. He knows he's the new British Open champion. The famous Ratikainen charge has seen him through once again. Lasse can relax now. He can do nothing more. He's played well, 300 game to his credit, and finishing second to arguably Europe's top player is no mean feat. Teemu's last shot here is academic. Let's see how he finishes. 8 pins there from the new British Open champion.
Teemu, congratulations. 1988 British Open champion, but you've been this route before.
Yes.
How many times have you stood on that rostrum out there?
I have been here 3 times, and now it was my 3rd time, and now I put all my concentration for this tournament.
We know you're used to being here because Jock Kai can now pronounce your name.
Yes.
But Teemu Ratikainen,
Yes.
is that the
Yes.
proper way I'm saying
Yes.
it? Okay. What was your first win? What position did you finish in the first time?
First time I was 5th, second time I was 3rd, and now at 3rd time.
Now you're the champion.
Yes.
So you're taking a great liking to British lanes.
Yes, I like British lanes. I think it's easy for me.
What about Finland? How are you doing there?
I average last year 700 games, 205, and in Finnish leagues I average 201.
Have you any idea what you're going to do with the money?
I need the money because to buy a new car.
Well, you finished with a very nice game.
Yes.
We congratulate you
Thank
and
you.
wish you much success in defending your title at
Thank you
Nottingham
very
next
much.
year.
We now move on to see the ladies' finals, and the first player up is Britain's Shea Leonard in her match against Peterborough's Gina Wardle. Gina going for the 310 there. Very nice spare from Gina. That's Brian Penny, the sponsor of the event, from Carlin Black Label. This is Tina Darville from Tolworth. She's playing Gina in the next stage of the tournament. Tina is a tremendously consistent player and has been an England international for many, many years. Good mixing strike there from Tina. Just let's watch Tina in action. Holds the ball very high. This is to ensure a good backswing and a consistent follow-through. Ball didn't quite make the pocket. Leaves 2 pins. That wasn't as good a shot as the last one. Gina has got quite a contrast in style. She's a wrong footer, goes off the right foot, but you can see the power in that ball. Certainly the most powerful ball in women's bowling in Britain. And lane 32 goes a little bit high to leave a 6 pin, but that should see her through to meet Sari Jojola from Finland in the penultimate match of these championships. A very stylish left-hander and a solid strike from Sari. Gina's on a high though, playing extremely well. 230 game under her belt last time. Let's see what she can do, see if she can maintain her form. Certainly not hurrying. Positions herself on the approach, holds the ball waist high. Quite a powerful player, very high batsman, and pulls the ball through with a lot of roll and a lot of revolutions. No deflection on that ball despite the light hit, and the 6 pin tripped out the 10 for a good strike. Gina's really motoring now, sailing away to the finish, leaving Sari in her wake. Yes, Sari was under pressure there. And this is our championship leader, Hanul Jurtila from Finland, another good left-hander. That wasn't such a good ball. Gina is playing really, really well, strike after strike. The crowd are really behind her. She's really enjoying this championship match and has a good lead at this stage of the tournament. And the ball through the nose, that was indicative of the pressure that Hanul is under. Meanwhile, Gina goes on, and there it is, the ball that seals the championship.
Gina, congratulations, 1988 British World Cup champion. How do you feel now? It's not a stupid question to ask.
Over the moon.
Over the moon.
Over the moon, yeah.
Was there any time during the match play that you felt you weren't going to make the top 5?
Well, actually, when I knew I'd finished 4th, everybody kept saying, you're going to win it, you're going to win it. I said, well, it's one thing, I can't win a load of 5th.
So you came in at 4th and you bowled 4 games. You started off with a high 200, 678 over the first 3 as you knocked out some of the cream of European bowlers, and then you had to face that girl in the end who led all the way through the tournament. Did you have any doubt in your mind then?
Yes, I've got to be honest. Ian Parker and I met the same lady in the Paris mixed doubles last week, and they beat us. So yes, I did want to go out there for revenge, but they bowled so well this weekend. Really, what I wanted to do was finish the highest British lady, and I think once I actually did that, I knew I was going to Mexico. I just relaxed, and bingo.
Well, you relaxed well, you finished with a 230 again. So you averaged 227 over the 4 games, which is a tremendous achievement. But what's more, a tremendous achievement to win it for Great Britain. We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
We wish you a lot of luck in Mexico.
Thank you.
And we're sure you're going to finish on the top segment of that tournament
so.
over there too. Gina, 1988 British Open champion. Congratulations from us.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much.